Hello dirt movers, Dunsmore here and Mrs. D. We have come back from R&R in Amarillo where it was 60 degrees, cloudy, raining, cool. We're south of Graham now and it's probably 103 in the shade. The wind's barely blowing. We just had a picnic under the oak tree, which consisted of a Coke and peanut butter crackers because we've got to lay out a couple terraces. It's just too hot to eat. So anyway, we're going to let y'all see a little bit of that, maybe if she'll run the camera, because I'm going to be walking. So we've got 2 terraces to build. We'll show you the field. That we're going to be in. Little old field right here, there's 17 acres. It used to be grass. The person that had it before the man's got it now had coastal planted out here. He wanted some wheat for winter grazing and a place for the deer and the wild hogs to come, so he plowed it up. And old timers knew something back then because they knew it would worse if you made a field out of it. So we can all learn from old timers, even me, that they knew what they was doing back then. So anyway, all this water comes off this hill and goes down through here, and it makes cuts and gouges. So we're going to try to see if we can lay a terrace across here. One, to catch all this water here. He had a fence right here and he took it down. You can see where the water's coming off the hill. Stay behind the windshield. It might not wind, may not blow so much. But I got to get the water to come this way instead of running down this hill here, so I got to start up pretty high to get it done. So got to pick a spot to put my level so it'll see everything. Maybe up here a ways. This is where the main water breaks out of the field, right up here in this hole. We got to sure be able to catch that water. Comes out of here and goes down through the field. Down through there and cuts and goes, and once you get where the equipment is down there, it flattens out. So maybe 2 terraces. So we'll let you see that when we get them laid out. wanted it to come out, this is the first place I could dump it once we get past the tank. So I adjusted the grade. This last 100 foot drops at least a foot, because I'll be cutting 8/10 in the ground, and it'll still have 2/10 of fall from there to there when I get through cutting. So that one worked out pretty good. Okay, that terrace is laid out. Where that pink flag is, you can see if you was to go across a straight line across there, that's got to be a fill. I just shot it to see. You don't ever sit your grade on terrace by going off in a hole. You get on both sides of the hole. I was just seeing what I've got to fill to do that. But that terrace, from where that terrace is to the fence, is a 4 foot fall. It don't look like it. And so I come down from that terrace to here, it drops 4 foot. Where'd my flag go? Right there. So that's where I'm going to start the other one and go both directions. I'll go uphill first, see where it brings me, then I'll go downhill, and it'll probably follow this terrace, just be this much distance between it. So I had to adjust the grade as I was laying it out. It's anywhere from 2 to 3/10, because I knew I had to dump it. That's a tank dam there behind that deer blind, so I had to come in behind it, so I knew kind of the direction I wanted. So when you know that, you can work your grade out. Sometimes I'll let it drop 2/10, sometimes 3/10 to kind of get it in the general direction. But then from here on down, it really flattens out. I walked 100 foot and took a shot, and it don't drop 1.5 feet, so there's no sense of going any lower than this with another terrace, because that's just the flat. See, we'll have all the water shut off of it between this terrace and this one. So that's what we're going to do. I'm fixing to take me a water break and then lay one more out. because it drops too much, so it's not running uphill, it's just slowing it down. Well, we got them all laid out, and the little Kubota X1140 come in pretty handy, saved me a few steps. Got that from Barron Turf and Tractor, and they sure fixed me up pretty good. Something I can work out of and use it when I lay terraces or look out jobs and the brush and stuff. So anyway, I'm gonna get on the dozer and make a little V-ditch down each one of them, and that's all we're gonna do today. And take the truck in and the Kubota in and bring back the grader tomorrow and see what we can get into. So I'll let y'all see this as I mark it off. Show up very good because I'm on the camera's on the wrong side of the road. You'll get some idea of the way it runs or not. I'll have to make another pass or two with the grader. I'd see it a little bit better. They both laid out real good, better than I thought they was. That ground really, the reason it ducked off back toward that creek pretty quick, that ground gets higher the farther west you go. I guess that's the direction, which don't need a terrace over there anyways. I was worried about that, how that was going to work. It all worked out. So. See what they look like. Now that's on contour, so them two ought to keep all the water from this steep section running on down, so and get it off of here. So that's just compared to that brush pile, that's the flat down there. You don't need a terrace, and if it does, you can always add one later. I'd rather not put one there and don't need it, and then later on if something happens, it's still having a little trouble, come down here and add one more, which I don't think you'll have any trouble. So anyway, we're going to head everything in and bring the grader tomorrow, and then we'll let y'all see that as we push them up, or either when we finish them up or something. So thank y'all for watching this channel again. If you hadn't subscribed, go ahead and subscribe, hit the like button and share it with your friends and everything. And until the next project, this is James with Dunsmore Moving Dirt. We'll see y'all later.